So in terms of centre-backs, we've got a lot of talking to do because there is plenty of upgrades and, to be honest, plenty of cheap beasts that you can go with as well. From D1, L1 and also the Eredivisie, the team of the season's out at the moment. There is definitely some that you could get that do work pretty well. When it comes to the old ones, when we look at a Gabriel now, we look at a Guehi, to be honest, yes, you could go and Evo any of them. You could go and Evo a gold Virgil, a gold Arejo, and you could definitely get them up to a certain level. But realistically right now, you're looking at the new. Everybody's new. And that just comes with the triple playstyle plus even quadruple in one case, maybe even two. I can't remember who's got the quadruple. I know Pacho has one of them. So when you look at like kind of a lot of these, maybe Arejo could be one of the options for an Evo because name-wise and also ability-wise, he's one of the better ones. You'd say the same for a Virgil, Saliba. You'd possibly even go as far to say as kind of like a Rudiger or a Militao because they just don't get any upgrades really. So let's go through some of the most expensive ones to show you where the kind of prices lie at the moment. We have got a massive price tag on Maldini at 94 rated from his Immortals. He's obviously got himself a 2.99 million coins. Now, what I would suggest with anybody, any price at the moment is be careful what you buy into. We are getting quadruples and also the fact that we do have the Prem coming this week. There is a likely chance Virgil and Saliba are going to be in there. At the very minimum, we're going to get a Virgil with a quadruple. So that's pretty much cemented in there. Obviously, Liverpool winning the league was easy enough to put him in there, let alone even winning the league. He's probably done enough. The second centre-back, I think you could argue quite a few people. So that's going to be an interesting one, but normally they do make the Prem very, not expensive, yes, but very appealing to a wider audience. Liga and kind of D1 Eredivisie, it's decent, it's nice, but it's definitely not necessarily the number one choice everywhere. It's just the fact that it is first as such. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for El Dorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with El Dorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. So if we do go into a few others, let's kind of go through a few of the lower ones. Obviously, when we look at the kind of Bay, the Bastoni, Danilo, yes, that'd be great with bigger upgrades. To be honest, next time round, we'll probably get rid of a lot of these. Could Evo Koyunde because right back is actually doing quite well. I'd probably get rid of quite a lot of these, to be honest, especially because now when you do look, if we go into kind of, we zoom out one more, when you do go into the top one, obviously you are looking at the likes of a Virgil, even in the team of the year, like you're naturally going in for the best of the best. Obviously Saliba's up there and we can say the same with the pricing. Obviously when we come into the price of sort of stuff, you're looking at 2.7 for Virgil's team of the year, 1.66 for Saliba's, and they have been out a long time, but they are starting to be caught up. But there's also other versions specifically for Virgil as well, as obviously Saliba hasn't really had anything since the Thunderstruck and then the team of the year. That's kind of all he's had. Then obviously if you're throwing in the likes of a Maldini, I mean both versions for me have always been fantastic because of just in general how he plays. It doesn't matter the stats, it's like having a 90 R9. It doesn't matter if it's the 96 or the 90, he's still as effective. Yes, the 96 might have a better quadruple or triple playstyle plus. He might have a better roll plus plus. That's kind of the extra added bonuses they've added because stats are already up there. Body type is already up there. The way they run, the way they dribble, if they defend or shoot, how they do it is always stuck in a certain way. Hence why Gold Virgil is one of the best centre-backs in the game regardless. And Gold Mbappe is one of the better strikers. They are made to be the best. It's just how the game works. And it's worked like that for years. Just as Sergio Ramos. literally from the get-go of being a centre-back, a right-back that went centre-back, he dominated for years, even just as a gold. And I know back then they didn't really have too many specials. It was just easy for him. Throwing in a few more then, a little bit off tangent, we're going in for the likes of, where is my man Lucio? Obviously another top contender. Now, you naturally know that these are the most expensive centre-backs. If you've ever used them, you can kind of understand why. They naturally are incredible. When we do look at one of the first quadruple playstyle plus centre-backs, you have got Pacho. Now he's got relentless, jockey, block, anticipate. Now just because he has got quadruple doesn't mean they are all as useful as such. Relentless, it's decent enough for the stamina. It's not necessarily what you'd want. Realistically, if you were looking at defensive playstyle pluses, you are looking at probably anticipate, aerial, maybe a slide tackle or an intercept potentially, but then a jockey's pretty good. Well, I'd say block actually would probably be better, and then a bruiser. Going 4 quadruple playstyle pluses on defense would be the ideal scenario, but he doesn't. He has 3 of them and a relentless, which is obviously going to help his stamina. You have incredible stats. He puts himself up there, to be fair. In terms of what he gives you back, I would actually say right now he is in that top meta. Now, the problem with it is putting in 1 million coins for him right now. Give him 2 weeks. Give him a week even. Watch that price drop. And that's where he slowly loses the relevancy of a quadruple. So for right now, he is up there. He is a very, if you've used him, you know, he is a very, very good centre-back. But that could change quickly, and that will change most definitely when we do get the quadruples on Virgil, when we do get either a nice triple on Saliba or another quadruple on him, and they become the next best in slot. Everybody's got to come down one. The 92 Maldini would be in the very usable side. So there is going to be a big reshuffle as we go through. I think when we look at it now, we look at the likes of Konate coming into the usable. I'd go the same for Rudiger as well. In the kind of middle ground, I'd be looking more towards like your Blancs more than anything, and a lot of the standard centre-backs when it comes to the team of the seasons. When you look at the likes of a Marquinhos, when you look at the likes of a Alexandro, they're decent. They've got a lovely triple like slide tackle, anticipate, and jockey. Solid. Brilliant. When you look at Marquinhos, intercept, aerial, anticipate. Absolutely sensational. Very, very good units across the board when it comes to these team of the seasons. We will go through the D1s as well, but when you kind of put them all in, they are fantastic for that reason specifically. We throw in the Marquinhoses, and then you throw in the Eredivisie and also the D1s. We also got Singo that we'll show you. Hanko is another great option, which are very easy to employ in there. You look at Renard and honestly, stunning. Another quadruple. I knew there was another one. Obviously, pinged pass. It's what I'm saying. You've always got to look in-game. Realistically, if she's got a quadruple, she really should be in that top zone. But relentless, it's fair enough. We've obviously got that on Pacho. But pinged pass as well. We've got the anticipate and block, which is fantastic. We have a lovely upgrade for her. But she could have just had that little bit extra. They did the same for the team of the year. Given the long ball pass, they gave her the meta, the anticipate, the aerial. Just throwing a block, a slide tackle, and that card tenfolds in price. Whereas, unfortunately, she is going to be incredible, but she could have been better. She really could have been. We obviously have then the lovely centre-back Giles, or yeah, I'm going to say that's how you say it. 90 pace, 95, 93. Again, power header, anticipate, bruiser. Technically, she has more defensive playstyle pluses than Renard. And she has a quadruple. It's just, you've got to look inside the actual card first. We then throw into the Eredivisie. Obviously, we have Basagli. I want to say I pronounce his name. An absolute icon of the game. I don't know if they have more generations for him, but he has been in this game for a long time, and let me tell, a long time as well. So we have had him in plenty of upgrades, and finally he gets a beautiful team of the season. Intercept, anticipate, and bruiser. Great stats, great defending, and the one thing I like is the dribbling side of stuff is better on a lot of cards, which is exactly what we want to see from these. We don't want to see half-done centre-backs. Hanko, another very much iconic card from the game, especially from last year's Team of the Season, was a stunner in the community, I want to say, community Team of the Season. Hanko has kind of become that staple of it. Long ball pass, block, and jockey. Not quite got that anticipate, which is what everybody wants, but the pace and defending is absolutely there. And again, the dribbling, the composure on the ball is going to be better as well. So I would consider these to be the bigger upgraded version. We then say the same for the likes of Renard. I'd even miss Paredes now, to be honest, even when she came out in the Team of the Year. I just really didn't like the card. And it's such a shame. It was one of the cards I managed to get. I think the second Team of the Year I managed to pack. And unfortunately, she was rubbish, to put it politely. We got the gold Virgil back in the team after getting her in. And it's such a shame because Team of the Years, other than her, maybe the keeper, I'd say maybe the women's keeper. Everybody else was semi-usable. Some definitely have come out now, but it's just a shame that she was the one I packed. And we did have a couple more, so we were thankful for that. But in general, it would have been nicer to get the bigger upgrade as well in that time period anyway. We do have the Yap Stams. Now, I do think he is due an upgrade, and a lot of these players are due an upgrade at some point. We obviously got the brand new Lucio for Dream Chasers, so relatively new. Obviously the Immortals, we didn't actually get that many heroes, I don't think. Did we even get many? Like, we looked in and we pretty much just got these, and maybe yes, an SBC here, there and everywhere, but we got Team 1 and Team 2 of obviously the Immortals, but Dream Chasers obviously focused more on the heroes, so we got another few, but even then it was mainly Cordoba and Lucio. And Cordoba's nice, he's a good card, but realistically he's not all that in this game, really. I think he's decent, but I would be dropping him down more into the usable than against a lot of these Team of the Seasons. And people will argue with that most definitely, but I just don't rate him as much as we did prior. I am dying to get another Van der Ven. He had so much promise at the start of this game. He has got to be in that Evo still. And honestly, you could have probably got him up there by now. Like, he definitely has had many upgrades that could have got him to that high rated. But where is the general upgrade for him? We got an 86 during, the Track Star. That was literally the, third, fourth promo. Where is the upgrade for him? A FUT birthday, anything. Like, genuinely, he's had absolutely nothing. And since last year, obviously, he did the same. He got one at the very end. But we are dying for this card because that pace to begin with looked incredible. And now it's kind of just flatlined a little bit. So maybe, yes, an Evo could pull him back out. But I just don't see it anytime soon. When we throw in the rest of them, it's quite easy with a lot of them. Again, Tomore, I'm praying he's done enough for a Team of the Season. I don't personally keep up to date with the Serie A, but I mean, I don't know if that's broken or not. I'm hoping he's still in there, but hopefully we do get another upgrade. Varane, I'd still definitely pop in there. Whether he's going to get another upgrade after getting an End of Era, probably not. Company, I'd be looking more at an Evo as well. Desai, a drop out because he's got a better version. Herrero's definitely gone. Cannavaro's gone. Pretty much most of these will have probably almost disappeared from it. Marquinhos I'd probably get rid of now because this one's so much cheaper that you could definitely get him gone. Saliba definitely going into an Evo. Militao, you could get a little bit out of him. You got to think realistically as well. We're still only on 89 and 90 kind of overall upgrades for an Evo. We're not quite on 91 or 92s yet, so they could be coming very soon. Yoro, I like, but I mean, I just don't see him that much. I think he probably is more of a miss at this point. I've got a lovely Team of the Year daily star with him, but being 30k at a 91, I think that kind of tells me everything I need to know. Baresi would be dropped out. He's got a better version anyway. I still like Carlos Alberto. Rio obviously puts himself into a main spot as well, but could do with another big upgrade at some point. I think he would drop out of the top meta now and be very much in the bottom pecking order for the very usable side of stuff. And normally he's incredible, like Maldini, because of his in-game, how he plays is normally fantastic, and most definitely would be a better upgrade with kind of a new promo going in. We'd definitely say the same for a Haaland as well. He'd go into that very usable. I do think he's another one that has probably dropped out of that top meta now, and for good reason. He is a striker, so he's not necessarily going to get much of an upgrade in a centre-back unless you are waiting for an Evo for him, which is fair enough. You could definitely do that. We obviously then have another Lucio. I'd I'd possibly wait for an Evo for that. 91, it's only one rating away. Obviously, then you have got the other Maldini. I would say put some stuff up there again still. Obviously, a Rejo would come into there. De Ligt, I'd go more into usable. We also did get a Gomez upgrade from the, was it the FC Pro Series or something like that? FC Pro Leagues. We obviously got him as a 91. Well, he got upgraded, obviously. But not a bad card. Again, you could probably ask for a little bit more. I'd go into the usable and then potentially drop him into an Evo at some point soon. Marquez, I'd drop out. Eric Garcia, I'd drop out as well, to be honest. I tried him. He was woeful. Unless he wins the entire UCL, it's just not going to happen for him. Carvalho, I'd miss out as well. Kimpembe, I think you could. I mean, you're going for the nostalgic value for him, but you definitely could. King, I'd miss out on as well. Oh, this is another FC League. He definitely got a lovely upgrade for this. 92 rated. Again, block, bruiser, 95k to get him done. He was a nice upgrade that could have obviously gone from the other previous one. As you can see, it breaks the game. But you could have put him from his original rating, which I think was, 89? And upgraded him that way. But naturally, you're going to go with the 92 instead if you went for it. Solid card again. I'd go Gomez next to him. I wouldn't necessarily go too much higher. Upamecano would be the same as well as Gabriel. Gabriel a little bit better, to be fair. And did we not do Yapstam? It's obviously going in the very usable, but I must have got sidetracked with him. We then got Harry Maguire. I loved some of these FUT birthdays. They definitely focused more on the midfield and attack because of the 5-star, but it was always a nice trending page to have with him. Aerial and bruiser, which is nice. It would have been sensational. I maybe could have got away with putting him into kind of that usable side of stuff if he managed to get the aerial and anticipate, but realistically, you're going to miss out on a lot of them now. Like, he's a nice card, same as Martinez. He's a nice card, but realistically, like, come on. Alaba's still in it. I'd say Alaba would definitely still be in it, same as Desai, and then also Pavard. Pavard is unbelievable for the price that you pay for him. He is a wonder kid when it comes to it. Jockey and intercept. Now, the big question is, would I say that as a centre-back? I think he's unbelievable as a right back. So I would personally go here for a right back and I'd drop it down just into the usable section for that centre back sort of role. 6'1", so he can still do both. Obviously, you're going to have a lot of questions to go with because you've got to outbeat a lot of these team of the seasons now, and hence why the usable side of stuff, it's there because you could still do it, but realistically, a lot of these team of the seasons are just cheap enough to just go and get straight off the bat. So realistically, it doesn't matter where you're putting a lot of them because you can just go ahead and get the team of the seasons quite easily. We got a bit of usability from Martinez. I like the fact that they have gone for a CDM with him just to try and give him something different with the flashback. But in general, he's going to be more of a centre-back, really. You put him into CDM because he's 5'10", and he might be able to get a job done. But it depends on what you're looking for. It depends on what you kind of want to get out of him. Ruben Diaz, I absolutely love. He's still in my team purely for the chemistry reasons. We then got a bit of Dan Burn that, again, is a nice upgrade for the card. But realistically, at level 35, we'll have gone through a lot of team of the season. I don't know how usable that card would be then. If I was to kind of go for a psychic evaluation, I would go into the usable. I think right now that card would be absolutely terrifying to come up against. You've got him coming in at 6'6" as a centre-back with 86 pace. You throw the shadow or anything on him, you get 94 pace, 99 defending. That is going to be a brilliant centre-back with aerial, anticipate and block. You are missing a quadruple of just adding a slide tackle, and that becomes one of the best centre-backs in the game in terms of on the card. But realistically, at level 35, we're going to have another 3 weeks or 2 weeks at least of Team of the Seasons. Is he going to be that relevant then? I don't know. So right now, I would be looking at very usable, but I would potentially drop him very, very soon. Tchouaméni as a centre-back would go into the very usable. Beckenbauer would do the same as well. I would say Evo for this Matthias, and then the final Baresi, I would go into the usable side of stuff as well. So that is going to be the list for today. Let me know down below what you think. Is there any centre-backs that you would personally put in there? If you've got an Evo one, drop a name down below. What Evo is it and what rating? And let me know who you're looking forward to most in Team of the Season. Make sure you subscribe whilst you're down there. Peace.